Hello friends of the channel, welcome back. I've got another Acid Rain World video for you today. In this one we're going to take a look at the EOS Destroyer Set.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Alright, let's quickly go over the packaging for the EOS Destroyer Set. I'm not sure that is exactly how that is supposed to be pronounced, but I am pronouncing it EOS Destroyer Set. Please let me know in the comments below if it's supposed to be pronounced some other way. We do have some awesome Acid Rain box art. Some of the best packaging in all of action figures comes from Acid Rain. You can see some of that here. It does look like that. I'm guessing one of these girls is a named character and the other one is not, because one does look like an army builder. She is in multiples here. I can see with the red helmet, it looks like they have different numbers on the top of the helmet. There's a 2 there and a 7 there. So maybe that is a sign that I'm unaware of. I don't know the lore. I always make up my own. But it is another of the 2-packs, 2 action figures included. I did recently do a 2-pack for Doge and the Chief. That video should be up soon if it's not already. So this is the second Acid Rain 2-pack that I've done recently. Take a look at the back of the box really quick. It does have a list of all of the accessories, all the items that come in the box. You can see there, that's a lot of weaponry. A lot of figures, or excuse me, a lot of guns, 2 figures, a lot of weapons. Looks great. Looks like there's a lot of customization possibilities here with this pack. Great box art. All right, let's get them open. Okay, here is the EOS Destroyer Set out of package. And I've had them out for a few minutes now, guys. And I've been posing the ladies up. And I have to be quite honest, I am a little disappointed in them. I don't say this often with Toys Alliance Acid Rain products, but this one feels like a miss for me. Let me explain why. It's not the articulation, it's not the sculpt, and it's not the paint. It's some, I guess, design decisions, and maybe after opening Iman and I forgot her name now, Zainib, these ladies just aren't quite as good as those 2 that we recently opened here on the channel. Let's start, we'll go over accessories really quick. I don't want to focus too much on the accessories. I want to focus more on the figures. You could see here there's 2 rifles, there's 2 shotguns, and there's 2 missile launchers, you know, 1 for each of them. The rifle's pretty cool. It's a really big rifle. Looks like a sniper rifle. Does have a stand there. Very nice weapon. Solid color. Lots of sculpting. Nothing comes apart on this one. We do have the articulation of the stand there. Drilled barrel. Nice rifle. Got the shotgun here. Shotgun does have a drilled barrel. Does have the handle that comes down, is on a swivel. Very nice shotgun. This is a really cool shotgun. Maybe the best shotgun that I have in my collection. Here's the rocket launcher. Felt like there's turns right here, but it doesn't come out or anything as far as I can tell. It's got like a green wash over it, it looks like to me. So it does match their armor quite well. Well sculpted. Nice piece. Again, really nice. The weapons are pretty good. Here's the pistol. There's 3 of them. They each have 3 holsters, so it's a nice pistol. Very cool. Here's an extra helmet. Here's the number 7 that I mentioned on the cover, because this one does have the number 2. Doesn't open or anything. Does have like a face maybe painted on there. It's pretty cool. An extra, it's called it a holster, I think, on the box, but really what it is this pack here. Whoops, I dropped it. Is this exact pack, and I think you can you could swap out these holsters if you wanted to give, if you wanted these two to exactly match, you could put that one on. And then there's this gas mask, and it goes over obviously the unmasked head. It just slips right under the hair. It doesn't quite, this is one of the reasons this pack is doesn't seem up to the quality of the others. It doesn't quite fit on, you can see there, quite flush how I want it to, but it is on the chin. So just a little bit of a miss there on that mask. Now we'll talk about the figures. I know I went over the weapons really quick, but I think the figures, so first of all, I don't know how it appears on the camera to you guys, but I feel like, well, first off, it's the same buck. These are the same exact figures. This one has no, for lack of a better word, she has no pants. This one, it's covered to look like armor or pants. So it's the same exact figure with 2 different heads here. If you put this one on, they are exactly the same, minus this paint app here on the thigh and the butt. The hands, that's where I was going with that. The hands seem a bit oversized to me. These hands don't look like they fit these ladies. These are some big hands. They look, the proportion seems off to me on the hands. This face, there's nothing wrong with this face. The eyes are painted straight. Nice paint on the lips. Hair is nicely sculpted. Don't care for the color as much, but not bad. But this face is nowhere near as pretty as the Zeynep figure or the Iman figure. Still nice, but not quite as good as those two. Let's just talk about it. Mine had a little scuff there, but you would think that would happen, right? If this was real, if you were really out in a war zone dressed like this, you get a little scrape on your side there. But this makes no sense. It looks so off. It's just so strange. I don't know why. And I had seen it on the packaging, on the glamour shots, so to speak, when I ordered it, but I didn't think it would stand out so much. It just doesn't look right. You know what I mean? It's so odd. And, if it's painted like so, it doesn't look nearly as weird. Like, this looks okay to me. The female, the lower, the butts of the Acid Rain females have always been kind of like this. They've always been shaped in a way to kind of look that way, but that's for the articulation. But when it's like this, we'll say naked, it just looks so odd. And the fact that she's a warrior, she's in war zone, it looks so off. But otherwise, they're the exact same figure. She has 2 holsters. She only has one. She has that other pack that I mentioned in the accessories here. but the hands look too big to me. This outfit is very strange, and this head sculpt is just not quite as good as the last two females that I opened up, Acid Rain wise. But, you know, the sculpt and the armor, the accessories, the paintwork, you can see how well the armor looks. Just looks really good, but it's kind of ruined by that. So yeah, I'm not impressed with this pack. I'm really not. I have it here now, you know, I bought it, I've had it for a while, and I can say, you know, this is one I wish I would have passed on, considering how expensive it is. Let's pop that head off. Let's just throw this one on. Just feel like, I can get that on. It's a tight fit there. Just feel like this one is one that I could have passed on, and I wouldn't have missed out. There you go. Same exact helmet, just with the number 7. Nothing wrong with this head though. I do like it. It's just not as good as the others. Let's get that off. Oh, I pulled off the whole thing. Well, let's go over articulation since I did that. She does have a ball jointed head. Remember the articulation, these are the same bucks. So it has a ball jointed head and also has a ball joint at the collarbone. Ball hinged shoulders, get about that high. Ball hinged elbows, hinge at the wrist that also spins. Ball joint at the diaphragm. Don't feel the waist. Don't feel the waist twist. No, just the diaphragm. Ball hinged hips. Not getting much out of these ones though. She does have a thigh swivel, a double hinge at the knee, and a rocker pivot ankle. Looks like she also twists at the ankle, above the ankle, and the rocker pivot foot ankle. So 2 points there. They're not bad. They're not bad. I would definitely, if you really want these, I would wait to get them on clearance or, you know, discount. Just too strange. I think this one, you know, I could definitely, I'd probably use. This one is a little bit strange. I'm not sure where this would fit in. Maybe she's the E11's bodyguard. Maybe she's the E11's lover. I don't know. I'm just putting things out there. Let's arm her up though. Let's give her pistol. Let's give her the shotgun. I do really like this shotgun. This is a really cool shotgun. But yeah, the hands they seem out of proportion. They just seem out of proportion. I can't say that there's been too many Acid Rain figures to me. You know, I have quite a few now that have been a miss. But the ones that have, for me, have been the girls, a couple of the girls. But they have been so good lately. The last couple of females that I opened, I kind of expected that from these two, but these two are actually older than those other two. I did have this pre-ordered from Pia Club. It's one of the ones I just never got around to opening. But you know, maybe if I would have opened these right when I got them, it would have kept me from pre-ordering those other two, because I would have said, oh, those females, they're not that good. Where actually the newer ones are better. So there you go, guys. There is the Destroyer set. Let's do a quick size comparison and wrap this up. Okay, here's the EOS Destroyer set with 2 of the Altered Beasts from Jakks Pacific. And the Jakks Pacifics claim to be 4-inch figures, but they are more about 5-inch figures. So you can see there that they do tower over these ladies. And here is the Destroyer set with a couple of Star Wars Vintage Collection figures. We've got Count Dooku and the Mythrol, and they are 3.75, so you can see these ladies are taller than both of them, though Count Dooku looks to be just about the same or just a tad shorter. Okay, and lastly, we've got a couple of the Jazzwares Army Builders that I recently picked up. And you can see these guys, they're a little bit taller than the Destroyers. Not by much, but they definitely are a little bit taller. All right, guys, so we've come to the end here, and I'm going to kind of go back to what I've been saying, and I'm just not that impressed with this set. There's nothing wrong with this set. It's still a good set. I just think it's quite odd, you know, as an army builder type set. I can't see army building this figure with no pants, but I definitely could see army building this one. It just doesn't seem up to par quality wise with the females that I've opened recently. Still, they're good figures. The paint, the articulation, tons of accessories. I just don't think this is one that is for everyone. I think my video will probably say, you know, if you watch this, you go, yeah, I'm definitely not getting that. But maybe it turns the other way, and you say, you know what, there's a lot of accessories there. I only want her. I'm gonna take her apart. Or maybe you want the girl, you know, with no pants. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think overall for me, this is a bit of a miss, and I can't recommend it. So I usually don't have videos where I say that, but you know, I'm just keeping it real with you guys, trying to be honest and transparent. I think this is one I probably should have passed on, but I didn't. But like I mentioned earlier, maybe if I would have opened these first, then I wouldn't have picked up those other two females that I recently reviewed. But they are much better than these two. All right, guys, that's my review. Let me know if you pick these up, what you think. Will you not be picking them up now? Or are you? I wonder. These have been out for several months now, so I believe they are still available on Pia Club and at some of the other retailers like Berry Berry and maybe even Big Bad. Let me know. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.